ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, March the 15th, the Ides of March. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Welcome to this wet edition. Let's take a look at the Skycam network, and here's the look from the Compass Bank building. The reflection of some water drops on the lens almost looks like we have a crescent moon in there, but I'm afraid we can't see the moon if there is one up because of all the clouds and the rain. Looks pretty cloudy and rainy and wet across the Huntsville area. No rain at the moment at Gulf Shores, but they're going to get their due later today and into the first of the week. But I think for spring breakers, it's going to improve as the week goes on. Surface low moving through the area, and I think we're going to see a number of these little waves, and there's another one probably going to bring more rain overnight tonight and into the first part of Monday for central Alabama. We're still in a southwesterly flow aloft as we look at the 500 millibar pattern with that trough off to our west, but that should be coming through the first of this week. Still rather mild across the country. As a matter of fact, you have to get up to the very extreme northern part of the United States to get to the 32-degree mark. Much of the country, probably a good 95% of the country, above freezing. And the wedge is still a little bit visible, especially when you look over at Anniston at 50 and Gadsden at 48 and the Alexander City around 48. Certainly looks like the wedge is still there, although 57 at Birmingham and Tuscaloosa. So kind of a tough forecast. Radar-wise, we're still looking at good moderate rains stretching from Atlanta across Montgomery down to just to the north or kind of into the Mobile area and then back towards New Orleans. Another wave along that could bring us some more precipitation today and tonight across central Alabama. QPF still looking at on the order of 3 to 3.5 inches across the southern part of the state, especially the southwestern corner. And actually, I think the QPF is looking pretty good with general trends over the area of around 1 to 2 inches so far. So we're probably going to top out with a few spots a little bit over 3 inches. Storm Prediction Center not outlooking a specific area for severe weather, but thunder as a possibility across a good streak of the southeastern United States. All right, here's the 06Z GFS model run, and there's our trough today at midday at 18Z, which is 1 o'clock, and of course that allowing for little surface waves to develop along the front and move along them, and that helps to take the rain away from us and then bring it back. The trough begins to come through Monday, so I think we're going to see improving conditions on Monday, though you see kind of large coverage pattern at midday for the rain, but I think that helps to swing by, and that brings the surface high into our area on Tuesday, so we're going to dry out. And Tuesday looks like it's going to be just a beautiful day. A bit of a zonal pattern temporarily on Wednesday, so Wednesday will also be dry as we watch that next trough coming in, so certainly dry for the southeastern United States and any spring breakers. Here comes that next trough on Thursday, and that's going to drag a front down into the area. And right now, we're still keeping in a slight risk for the possibility of a passing area of light rain or a shower, but I think for the most part we'll be dry. That trough zips on by, putting us into weak northwesterly flow, which will cool things down just a bit. So we're probably going to drop back to a little below normal, and normal being lows around 41 or 2 and highs are in the mid-60s. By Saturday, we're still in a weak northwesterly flow, but that ridge is coming over us, so it looks like we should be in good shape on Saturday and again on Sunday. So great weekend coming up as we end the spring break week for some. Looking out into Voodoo, this is around the 25th, and here comes another trough over the eastern half of the country, and that again expected to drag a front down into the southeastern U.S., but certainly probably not through, as it gives us a bit of a glancing blow. And by the 29th, the end of March, we're in a bit of a weak ridge pattern, but the GFS is keeping that front across the area, so it looks like we could have a bit of a wet pattern. Well, we appreciate you tuning into the Weather Xtreme video. Heading off to church this morning. This is my week to usher, so appreciate that. James will be back tomorrow morning, first thing, with the next edition of the Weather Xtreme video. In the meantime, hope that you have a great Sunday, and Godspeed.
Weather.